The new season of Alchemy of Souls is just around the corner. All fans want to know what the continuation of this incredible story will bring. While we wait, we can know some things that could happen thanks to the previews and posters that have been presented. Specific information about what we should expect from each character has been leaked on social networks, and this information will surprise you. That's why today I'm going to talk about. This will happen with the characters of Alchemy of Souls in the second season. But first, remember to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell to be among the first to see our content. We know that for some time the production has presented some things that help us to imagine what could happen in the new season. Well, some very important information was presented about the characters and the things they will do. Let's start with Zoe. In the last chapters we saw her as a beggar in the streets, but apparently she will make a drastic change. It is said that she will be running an illegal gambling house and will continue to take instructions from Jin-moo. This character is described as a person who would do anything for money, but really loves Yul. From this description we can assume that Jin-moo will use her to continue doing bad things because he has her threatened. So Zoe might cause a lot of trouble also in this new season, but she will continue to keep an eye on Yul, and it is very likely that she will confess her love to him and Yul will not reciprocate by continuing to love Naksu. If Yul confesses to Zoe that he loves Naksu, it could be that Zoe has a good reason to eliminate her. These three Sungrim mages joined Shanbugwan. It looks like their families might support Jin-moo. This is a bit disappointing because we know how hard Park Jin worked hard in Sungrim, but apparently when they realized that the boss had changed they decided to join Jin-moo, because for them it might be more convenient. Jin-moo is the head of Chanbugwan, an institution under the direct control of the royal family that monitors and records the heavenly spirit. Jin-moo is expected to continue doing bad things, such as manipulating Go-won and turning him against Jang Wook, and maybe he can continue to use the bells to disturb Naksu, since in a teaser trailer she could be seen as she was stunned in the forest. Also in the previews you can see his image together with fire. This may mean that he might have a big fight with Park Jin, since you can see images of him using his power and you can see the flames of fire similar to Jin-moo's images. Park Jin, the former head of a Sungrim, led by the Park family. He took responsibility for an incident 3 years ago and resigned as leader. He is enjoying a simple retirement life, cultivating the field and cooking. From that description we can assume that Park Jin was destroyed after Jang Wook's accident, although he later resurrected. Apparently Park Jin felt guilty because he could not recognize that Mudok really was Naksu. They presented some images where Park Jin can be seen with a different look and spend time with maidservant Kim. Apparently he wants to be quiet at home and maybe he can be her boyfriend, since in the first season maidservant Kim confessed her love for him. Park Dang-gu. He is described as the young leader of a Sungrim. Park Jin's nephew. After Park Jin's retirement, he inherited Sungrim. Besides being a magician, he is talented in business, loyal, honest, and not so stern. With this we can understand that even though Mudok ruined his wedding he continues to work hard, but we can also expect that his wife is not so good after what happened with her father. So Yul's uncle and the queen's cousin. He arrives in the capital to seize power. We don't have much information about this character, but we understand that he is going to get involved in Yul's problems, so we expect him to have an important role in the story. So Yul, a genius scion of the most prestigious So family. He returned to his hometown 3 years ago and now returns to the capital. He has been suffering from unknown pain. From this information, we already know that after what happened with Mudok and Jang Wook, he left for his hometown as he said. But apparently upon knowing of Naksu he returned and is still suffering the consequences of the Jin family's bloodworm. Maid Kim. the powerful woman in charge of Jang family affairs. After confirming her feelings with Park Jin, she loves him, but she can't leave UK's side, who is going through a hard time due to the incident 3 years ago. This may make us think that Maid Kim might be spend time with Park Jin and they might even be boyfriend and girlfriend, but maybe they are not engaged because she wants to take care of Jang Wook. Let's remember that she raised Jang Wook as if he was her son, and she must be very hurt to know that Jang Wook is full of hate and pain. Go 1. The Crown Prince knows the secret. His goal is to be a generous and benevolent monarch, but after the incident 3 years ago, he and Wook are on uneasy terms. He reveals the existence of the King's Star and hates himself for not being able to dare to fight Jinmu. We know with this that even though he wants to make things right, he is being manipulated by Jinmu and therefore will have many confrontations with Jang Wook. A very interesting question is how he would act if he gets to see Naksu, since he fell in love with Mudok, where her soul dwells. Jang Wook. Of this character there is a lot of information. He is described as the monster who hunts monsters. We already know from the previews that Jang Wook is very hurt and full of spite because he couldn't save the love of his life. We also know that he has the ice stone, and apparently so much power is hurting him, or he just doesn't know how to handle it because of how hurt he is. Naksu. In a poster it indicated that she just wanted to know who she was, so it is confirmed that she will lose her memory. We also know that she is hidden somewhere by Ho Young, and that she is apparently not in very good health, because a petrified hand was seen in a preview. Another detail is that Naksu has a bracelet on her hand, and it may be that it helps her not to be petrified completely, or it may be something that helps her to avoid Jinmu's sorcery. Some believe that bracelet may mean that she has a piece of ice stone. Recently, the official poster of the second season was revealed, where Naksu and Jang-wook are shown looking at each other very deeply. On the company's Instagram page TVN, they described the poster this way. The eye contact version of the duo's poster is revealed. Light and shadow. Destination at first sight. Super close eye contact. Drawn by the eyes and bewitched by the chemistry. Heart, don't hit me. According to this information, we can assume that fast that Jang Wook saw Naksu, he felt something special for her, and gradually, he will realize that she is the same soul that was in Mudok's body. So the love of his life is still alive, but in another body. What is a little strange is that they have not given any information about Master Lee, and he has not been seen in any preview. Even though we know he's not a main character, he's still very important in the story. I hope he really comes out in the second season and helps Jang Wook and Naksu with their situation. Something I would also like to see in the second season is to see Master Lee using his powers again like he once did with Jinmu. It seems to me that this character is very important too, and should have some very special scenes in the story. What do you think could happen with the characters besides this information? Leave your comment here so we can read it. If you liked this video, like and share it with your friends.